So here we are. I told you guys this was coming, and I always go through with my promises. 75% of the time. Now, doing an every shift ranked of LEGO Stars to complete Saga is going to be considerably shorter than the every character ranked. There are only 21 ships in this game and around 8 shift levels, 11 if you count the ones in the bonus room. So you might be wondering why this video is titled Part 0.5. Well, it's because I have to follow the pattern I did for my previous series. Let me explain. The character count in this game is 128. For the first part, I counted 128 to 121 so I could do 10 characters apart for the following episodes. If I follow the pattern for this mini-series as well, I do this intro bit and one ship, and then the episode will be over. I know it's a bit tedious, but I'm a very ritualistic person. Think of this as a tease of what's to come. So, without further ado, let's find out what the worst ship in this game is. Now, what I'm doing is kind of cruel, since this is basically the walk of shame for this ship, seeing that's the only ship being featured in this part. But it's Anakin. Of course, it's Anakin. There are 2 playable pod racers in this game, and this is the worst one for the sole reason that it's yellow, even though both pods are exactly the same. So, but the yellow is just the worst color when you're like decorating or designing something, or in fashion, yellow is a bad color. I bet Anakin would be a terrible interior designer, or architect for that matter. He probably wouldn't have windows because windows are made from sand, and he does not like it. The main reason why Anakin's pod is the worst is because it does not do anything. It can't shoot or anything. It can't damage enemies, which I guess makes sense because its main purpose is to race, but it makes it completely useless in free play. I will say that the most pod race level is super fun, probably one of the more fun ship levels in the game. The original version, though, which is available in the bonus room, is totally not fun. It's so goddamn stressful. If you don't know, you're basically timed the entire time. The entire level you're timed, and it, as opposed to the final level that you see in the game, it's basically just do 2 laps, and then the only thing that matters, you just have to beat Sebulba in the 3rd lap, and then the level's over. But I hate being timed in video games. If it's a game like Rocket League, where you have 5 minutes to play a game, that's fine. But when it's like, you have this much time to complete this task, I don't do well. Like, for example, in GTA Vice City, there's a level where you have a certain amount of time, or it's not even timed, it's like timed by the amount of deliveries this delivery guy makes, and you have to kill him before he does 50 deliveries. And it's so stressful because he just zigzags across the map, and you're just like, it just sucks. I just don't do well. But I hope you enjoyed this sad excuse for an episode, and yeah, I look forward to the next part, which will be pretty much a full part. So there you go.